Welcome to A Pearl in Every Cowslip's Ear. This is CLE Language Arts 400, Book 5, recorded live. Hope you enjoy. Language Arts 4, Lesson 8, Compound Verbs. We're going to start with some review. Suppose, what must a quotation begin with? What must a quotation begin with?
With quotation marks.
Quotation marks and then what?
And commas.
No, immediately after the quotation marks,
No,
the first letter must be
capital
letter. Great. And where are the quotation marks placed?
Like when the person is speaking.
Okay, around the beginning of the words, and then
And
at the end of the words that the person says. When a sentence in a paragraph, when all the sentences in a paragraph speak about the very same thing, we say that paragraph has unity. When all the sentences speak about the same thing. Suppose I'm looking up the word redeems in the dictionary. What word will I actually look up?
reading.
Redeem. Forgiving. What will I actually look up?
Forgive.
Forgive. Excellent. Is the underlying verb, let me underline one of them, been. Is been an being verb or a helping verb?
Helping. No, being.
How do we know?
How? I don't know. Because it has had.
Is it helping? If it were helping, what would be the main verb? There's none. There's no main verb for it to be helping. So it is the being verb. Lottie has been. It's showing existence. If it'd be Lottie has been sweeping, then it would be a helping verb because there would be a main verb. But there's no main verb there. So it just has been. It's a being verb. Okay, today's lesson is about compound predicates, compound verbs. We've had compound subjects before. Let's look at the sentence. Sarah and Jean played in their playhouse. What is the verb?
Play.
What is the subject?
Jean and Sarah.
Jean and Sarah. And we would diagram that like this. Jean and Sarah played. And we say this is a compound subject, meaning we have two subjects. We have a fork. Now today we're going to have compound verbs. Here we've got two subjects that are doing one thing. Today we're going to have one subject that's doing two things. What are the verbs? Sarah ran and played in the playhouse.
Ran and played.
Ran and played. Who or what ran and played?
Sarah.
Sarah, but notice she's doing both of them. So we'll diagram that on a fork like this. Sarah, dividing line, ran and played. Sarah ran and played in the playhouse, and in the playhouse would go underneath of played. What is the verb in the next sentence?
Jump.
Jumped. Is there another one?
Scream.
Screamed. And what is the subject?
Fern. Oh.
Fern. Fern jumped and screamed when she saw the snake. Oh boy, here's another subject for a pair.
The smoke.
Talk about that. The smoke. Okay, not a snake. We'll talk about that other subject for a pair later. We should even underline this. Let's not confuse you. So here again, we've got one subject, Fern, that's doing two things, jumped and screamed. So we would diagram it with a fork. One subject, Fern, jumped and screamed. Okay, that's as simple as it is. Compound verbs mean that there's one subject, but it's doing two different actions. We could actually have it do 3 or 4 different actions. And so we have to make a fork and put the verbs on the fork. Carry on with your lesson.